Can I tell you something that I think is important? I think a lot of people give up on themselves or they don't try because they're afraid of what other people are going to think, or they believe that their time is too important. I have been doing a lot of these reciprocity YouTube videos because I think it's important. I think people need encouragement. By the way, you need to keep trying every day. And I think a lot of people are afraid of what other people are going to say and do, and they look around and they say, you know what, I can never make a difference in somebody's life. I can never, like I'm too important or whatever. They have all sorts of excuses. And the reality is you could do some really small, subtle things if you simply just tried. And it doesn't cost a lot. There's very little expenditure. There's a little bit of time. But we all think that we're somehow important, or we think that there is, I don't know, whatever it is, but we fail to even try. And I want to point out that, man, in this day and age, you can try in all sorts of ways, and it doesn't necessarily have to be something big, but why not? Why not try to pursue and do something?
Turn left onto Kensington Road, Kensington Gore.
Or however you might view it, or even if it doesn't turn into anything interesting in the long run, who cares? It was a fun experiment, right? And I think that's what we have to sort of remember and think about. It's if you simply affect one person, if you simply connect with one person, if you simply, change something in who you are or who other people are because of some of the little rinky-dinky actions that you're taking, I think we should all try for it and all do it. I know for me personally, all of these kind of things have helped me out, and they made me a kinder, gentler person. And, it's made me accountable. It made me think about a lot of things. And I think, why don't other people do this? They're afraid. They think that they are not good enough. We have all of these excuses and all of these kind of things. And ultimately, it's your choice to do it. But I want to be the person that tried. And here's the thing. If I look back, and I do this every day until I'm 80 years old, and maybe the only person that I affect and get them out of a slump or make them feel better about themselves or encourage them to try when there's something that's difficult or anything, right? Like anything. If there's something that this just hits a person in the right way and it's positive and it just gives them a feeling of joy or euphoria or makes them smile. And if I did that every day, every single stinking day until I'm 80 years old, wouldn't that one person that you actually made their life a little more positive, wouldn't that be worth all of this effort? And I know from economists, they would say absolutely not. There's so much cost and expenditure for doing the things that you're doing right now. You should always balance the cost and benefit. But ultimately, does it actually matter? Does that matter? Right? If I go and I do something and I put something out and there's a message out there that just captures somebody and gets them to get going, gets out of their funk, or be a kinder, gentler person to other people around them, man, to me, I think it's absolutely worth it. And to me, I think it's an important endeavor. And me documenting that every day, I get up and I don't feel good many days, or I feel not great, but I get up and do it anyways. I think that's important. I think other people need to know that they're totally normal with who they are. And if I could do these little simple things, like be weird and talk on the street to
Turn
a
left
cell
onto
phone,
Prince Consort Road.
to me, I think that's worth it. To me, I think there's a lot of benefit to everyone, not just myself. And guess what? Someday I'm going to look back and I'm going to say, man, what the heck was I thinking? But I know that if I look back and I do this and I think and I smile, say, hey, you know what? That was a really fun experiment. I think that's all that matters. I don't know. I think we get all caught up in believing that we should do things that are important and all of those things, but we forget that this
Slight right to stay on Prince Consort Road.
as many of those things
At the
that we
roundabout,
think
take the first exit onto Exhibition
are
Road.
prestigious and very worthy of our time. Just remember, get out there and try. Do good things every single day. And even if those little things are little, it's all that matters. It's all that matters at the end of the day. You tried and everybody else didn't. That's the important lesson. Trying trumps not trying.